this is a way that you can play the guitar, you can learn guitar with the emphasis on the strumming and picking hand and using alternative tunings to take some of the work off of your fretting hand. So instead of struggling with chords that are challenging for people even with short nails, we're going to kind of flip things around a little bit. This is just going to give you a quick overview of why you can learn this, why you might want to and why you might not want to. Open tunings give you a nice sound without you having to fight for it with this hand. Did you hear that? I got a chord out of that without doing anything with this hand. Okay? Now since I want to do more than just one chord, okay, I can just use one finger. Now, you might want to do other things. If you want to be a lead guitar player, this is not going to make you happy. If you want to strum and accompany your voice, if you want to do songwriting, this could be a really good option. This is what Joni Mitchell, the great songwriter, singer, credits having unlocked her songwriting, is these open tunings. Didn't sound like everybody else who was writing songs. So if you're looking for exploration, creativity, something a little bit different from what maybe your friends are learning how to play, you might take a look at this. If you won't cut your nails, you're going to have to look at this if you want to play the guitar, because you're going to be forced to play flat-fingered. When we're playing notes on the guitar, we're playing most of the time on the tip of our fingers. I mean, you can play flat-fingered like this, but by the time you get over here, especially if you're doing chords, you're going to be having a hard time. So if you learn to simplify the work with this hand by doing open tunings that takes some of the work off of this hand, you can do interesting rhythmic things. So we're kind of flipping the emphasis from all this struggle that you have in the early days of playing guitar, getting clean chords and that kind of thing with your fretting hand, kind of flipping it over so that the emphasis is going to be more on your strumming and picking hand. Here's just a quick example of this. We're tuned to D. When I play these notes, it sounds cool because it's tuned to a chord. It's tuned to an open D chord. And you can play lots of hit songs with 3 chords. We can talk about that later with the 1, 4, 5 progressions. But just a quick sample of this. This should sound like a million songs to you because it's formed the basis of so many hits. There you go. You can also do power chords on the low strings. Stuff like that. And then up here, do some harmonics. There's ways you can take some of the work off of this hand. And you're going to have to take some of the work off of this hand if you want to keep your nails long. But you can get good sounds. And if you're, like I said, if you're a singer-songwriter type, you might find this to be valuable for your songwriting. So another thing you can do, since we're sort of switching things up a little bit, you might want to take a look at, like, of course, strumming, but also do some fingerstyle stuff with simple things for this hand. And you'll notice here that finger's flat. It's got to be. because I'm assuming you're going to have nails coming out this way. You can't do this and have nails. Right, okay. But you can do this. So if you've been thinking about guitar, but you won't cut your nails, that's all right. We can work around it. So more later, but just giving you an alternative rather than having you give up on guitar entirely. So we'll talk about this some more